Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, what we learned yesterday? Order by clause, right? Okay. Let's jump on the next clause, group by. So anybody can tell me, suppose if I'm having a column and that column is consisting or that column is having some values. Some values are starting with the special character. Then some values are starting with the alphabets and some values are starting with the numeric data. So while ordering by in ascending order, which values it will take first? Special characters followed by integer or numeric values and then alphabetical values like characters. First it will take capital ones and then it will take small ones. Okay, great. Online students, can you hear me properly? Okay. And also we took two examples here. We created two tables and understood that how these works. Okay. Now next clause is a group by clause. So group by clause helps us in grouping the data based on certain values. Group by means suppose now in this class there are some girls, there are some boys. So what am I doing? Order by means I'm asking them to stand in a ascending order or in a descending order height wise. Okay. Or even I can ask you to stand in age wise from lowest age to maximum age or maximum age to lowest age. That is called as order by. Group by means I am clubbing them together. Like I'm saying that okay, all girls come left side to me, all the boys come right side to me. Is that what am I doing? I'm grouping you guys, right? So this is called as group by. So group by clause will help us grouping the data based upon certain values. All the non-aggregated columns in the select clause should be in the group by clause. There we will see in the example. Okay, but for mota understand that group by means we will be having different groups or we will filtering the data group wise. Suppose like in Karnataka, how many states are there? How many districts are there? Hmm? Who is native Karnataka native? Nobody is from the Karnataka. All are outsider, including me. Okay. So suppose there are, for example, 25 districts here in the Karnataka. Okay, everyone is sitting here in this classroom. Now, what will I do? I will group by them by district. I will say, okay, if someone from the Bangalore, stay this side. Someone from the Mysore, stay this side. Got it? That is called as group. So let's create one table. Create one table called as population. Then first column give country, data type, varchar, and character length is a 10. Second column give city, data type, varchar, character length 10. Then third column town, data type, varchar, character length 10. And then last column population, data type, varchar, and character length 10. So create this table. Let me select my database, execute it, and then insert some values here. Insert into population. I'm inserting in the countries, country 1 and country 2. In cities, I'm inserting city 1, city 2, city 3, and city 4. In town, I'm inserting T1, T2, T3, and T4, T5, T6, T7, T8. And in the population, I'm inserting some numbers here 100, 23, 87, 98, 74, 14, 78, and 56. So insert this data. And now if I want to view, I will right click, select star from population. Create this table. Even if you want, you can give the different country names, you can give the different city names, you can give the different town names, and even you can give the different population number. Okay, done. Created the table. Online students, is it done? Sharath, Pratiksha, Saisha.
Yes, sir.
Okay, created this population table. Shall I go ahead? Okay, let's go ahead. Okay. There's a problem. There is a problem, guys. Where is the problem? There is a problem. For the population, which data type you guys have given? Integrate. I have given varchar. So I need to change it that in the population it should be data type as a integer. So let me create this new population tables. How many of you had given varchar? Why the population like here varchar data type is not suitable? Can anybody tell me if I give here varchar, why it is not suitable? Because we will be grouping by. Okay, in the grouping by, suppose we are grouping by on the basis of population, highest to lowest, or top 5, the last 5, then in the population data type should be integer. If I am taking varchar data type, then will it arrange properly? No, we learned here, right? Whenever we are giving numbers as a variable character, it will not treat them like a number. It will treat them like a characters. Got it? Yeah. So I hope everyone has, created this population table. And suppose those who have given mistakenly, the varchar data type here, just change the name of table from population to populations. Change the data type from varchar to integer and execute it again. Okay, once you execute it, just copy paste same table below, just change name from population to populations and change data type from varchar to integer and execute it again. Select star from populations. I got the data. Now let's do some aggregated function. So how to find the total population? Select, I will use the sum function before the population column name. So select sum population column name. From population, it will give me total sum of population. So total sum of population is 530 here. 530. Next, suppose if I want to give here column name, here is no column name, it is showing. What should I do here? Adds total population. It's total population. And now if I select and if I execute, you can see I got the column name here. Total population is 530. Okay. Now if I want to view the maximum population, then if I want to view the maximum population, I will replace this sum with the max. Okay. And if I execute it here, population table, I got the maximum population is 100. Okay. If I want to give the alias name to that column, I can give like as max underscore population. Okay. Next, now we will group by. Okay. So total population based upon country, I want to group by them. Total population based upon country, I want to group by country. Group by country means how many countries are here? C1 and C2 countries are there. I want to group by population by countries. That means what will happen? All the cities and all the towns population will club together and will be grouped by in cities only, countries only. Okay, there are how many countries? Two countries are there, C1 and C2. So let's group by population based on country. So we will write select. Which column we will be selecting? Country column, comma, and in this country column we are grouping by on the basis of population. So we will take sum of population. Sum of population I'm taking as a total population from population table, and I will group by country. So when I'm grouping it by country, then you can see here I got country C1 and C2, and total population, sum of population is for C1 308, for C2 228. How we got this? Group by country means what will it do? This is our population table. If I execute it, then you can see there are two countries, C1 and C2 country. So in C1 country, there are two cities, CT1, CT2, and there are four towns, T1, T2, T3, T4. So while grouping by country, what will it do? It will take sum of all the towns from this C1 country and sum of all the population of towns from C2 country, and then it will group it together. Then it will group it together. C1 country population is 308, C2 country population is 228. Okay, yeah. So when census happens, that time you know that how they conduct census. They go village by village, right? All the village data is clubbed together in the taluka. Then all the talukas data clubbed together in the district, and all the districts data clubbed together in the state. So we will be having different tables, population of Karnataka. In Karnataka table, there will be all the district. In district, there will be all talukas. In all talukas, there will be all villages. Like this data will be stored. And if you want to understand, the population for each district, then we will group by district by taking sum of population. If you want to know the total population of that particular taluka, we will group by taluka, so that all the villages population will club together and it will be stored or shown under the taluka. Got it? Yeah. So first we will select the column that we need to perform group by on each, comma. Then I want to take a population based, right? So I want to take the total population for country wise. So I took sum of population and I stored in a total population column from this populations table, and I'm grouped by country. So it will show C1 and C2 country, and all the population will be clubbed together. Okay. Done? Okay. Next, we will group by population based on city. So what we'll do, we will select first city column, then we will take sum of population column and storing in a total population column from population table, and then I will group by city. So when I will group by city, then how many cities are there? Total 4 cities are there: C1, C2, C3, and C4. So if I execute, then you can see here city, CT1, CT2, CT3, CT4, and total population is 123 for CT1, 185 for CT2, 88 for CT3, and 134 for CT4. So what it has done, it has added all these towns population, right? So in the CT1, there are two towns, T1 and T2. T1 is having 100 population, T2 is having 23. 100 plus 23, 123. So you can see here CT1 population is 123. Got it? Yeah, write this. Write this and understand also. Shall I increase the font? This much is fine. Now suppose if I want to group by country and city, can I do this? Yes, we can do this. So let's select country and city, then take sum of population as sum of population or the total population. It's up to you now, or sum of population, let it be, from population table, and I will group by country and city. So if I execute it, then you can see I'm getting country C1, C1, C2, C2, and cities are CT1, CT2, CT3, and CT4. Sum of population is 123, 185, 88, and 135. Okay. So now can I apply a filter? Yes, I can apply filter. Suppose I'm having world population data, for example. I'm having world population data and I want to view the population for entire Asia except China. Entire Asia except China. Then how can I do this? I will apply filter before group by. I will apply filter before group by. Suppose what I want to do here, I want to filter the population by city, but I don't want to view the population for city 4. I want to omit the population for city 4. Okay, or I want to get population except city 4. So I will write select city column, sum of population as total population from populations table. Now I will filter before group by. So I don't want to view the population for city 4. So I will write where city not equal to city 4. There are two symbols to write not equal to. One is this, another is exclamation mark and is equal to. Okay, where city is not equal to city 4 group by city. So it will give us all the data except city 4. So what we did, we applied filter before group by. Got it? Yeah. You can use. Where we are using where. So use is not equal to these operators only. Any operator you can use. Exclamation mark is equal to, not equal to, or this not equal to. Okay. Okay. Thing is that the last Google form that I shared on a group to give you the access of live class recording, I forget to mention email IDs, and I need email IDs to give you the access. So I will share one more Google form today. Okay. So please fill that Google form as soon as possible, so that at a once time I can give access to everybody. Okay, done, guys. Yeah, shall I go ahead? Okay. I can even apply one more filter. Now I told here that except city 4, give me the population of city, all the cities. Now if I want to add one more filter, I'm adding one more condition here, and sum of population should be less than 150. So if the population is greater than 150, it will omit that city, or it will ignore that city. Okay. So I'm giving here one more condition where sum of population is less than any aggregate may not appear in the where clause unless it is an subquery contained in having clause or selected list. Okay. That having clause we are going to learn separately. So instead of explaining having clause here, I will explain you in the next session. Means it will come down. Okay. There is a next separate point for the having clause. So first complete with this group by only, then we will see having. So now suppose if I want to view the or club them together only for CT3 and CT4, I can use CT3 or CT4. And if I executed, then you can see I got only for the CT3 and CT4. Okay. Next is a filter the data after grouping, filter aggregated data. Now here what we did, we filter data before group by. And to filter data before group by, we use this where clause. Now we will learn how to filter data after group by. How to filter data after group by. So for aggregated data filtering, we need to use the having clause. Aggregated data cannot be filtered using a where clause. Aggregated data means what I was doing here, I was giving sum of population less than 150. Now less than 150, I'm going city wise. Now in one city there are two towns. City 1 is having two towns, town 1 and town 2. Now suppose if I want to see the population less than 150 per city, that means it is going to aggregate the data from town 1 and town 2. Got it? So if you want to perform aggregated data filtering, then we need to use the having clause there. Okay. And aggregated data cannot be filtered using where clause. So having clause can be used with a group by. But having clause will come when we can use it after the group by. Okay. So let's select city, sum of population as a sum of taking sum of population and storing in a sum of population column name from population column. And what am I doing? I am leaving this CT3. I don't want to view the data for CT3. So I'm writing here where CT is not equal to CT3 and grouping by CT. And I'm giving here one more condition like having sum of population is less than 150. So it will omit this CT3 and only it will return the data for those cities whose sum of population is less than 150. Suppose sum of population is going beyond 150, then it will not return in the output. Got it? Yeah. So let's execute it till here. So I got it here. City 1 and City 4, these are the only two cities whose sum of population is less than 150. Because City 2 is having sum of population greater than 150, so it omitted that. It filtered that. Got it? Yeah. Now, why am I using order by? So that I'm having here C1 and CT1 and CT4. Suppose I was getting mixed data. So I can order it by in ascending order or in a descending order. It's up to me. Online students, any doubt in this group by clause? Filtering before group by, filtering after group by. So now understand the sequence, how command works. Okay. Sequence in which the commands needs to be written. So in MCQs, they might ask you, they might give you these four options: join, where, having, an order by, and will ask you to arrange a sequence of execution. Which clause will execute first? Now, this is not shown to us. It happens in the SQL background. Okay. So sequence in which the commands needs to be written. We everyone knows that how needs to be written. So I will not go in that. Or let's see. Okay. First we will write the select statement. Then suppose if you are using distinct top, then we will write distinct stop. Then give the n number of characters. If we are not using the distinct top, then we will select all star. Or if even we don't want to select all the columns, we will give the column names and function here. After from, we can use the joins. Then after join, we can use the where clause and then group by. Now we cannot use where by after group by. We cannot use where clause after group by. So where clause should be used before group by. We cannot use having before group by. We saw here in this example, I was trying to explain you, and what I did here, I tried to took having here, having clause here. Let's see. When I try to write having clause here and try to execute, you can see I got this error. It's shown that incorrect syntax near keyword group by. So having clause should come after the group by, and order by should come after the having. Got it? So first we will select the columns. Then if you want to make a joins, make the joins. Then if you want to filter a data before group by, you can filter it. Then use group by. And now in group by also, if you want to give any aggregated filter, then you can use having. And after having, we got some data. Now we want to arrange that data in ascending or descending order. Then we can use order by. Okay. So order by is used at the end after filtering or after having all the data together. Then we can arrange it in a ascending or descending order. So if I try to write order by here, then we are not sure, right, which data we want to see. So it will apply order by on all the existing data. And then if you try to filter, it will face difficulty while filtering it. So that's why order by will come at the end. So remember this sequence while writing the commands. Or if you keep on practicing, you don't even need to remember these things. You will understand it automatically. Okay. Next, sequence in which the part of query is executed. Now this is the sequence of writing, but execution sequence is completely different than the writing sequence. So execution sequence, it will first join these tables together. Then it will execute the where, then it will execute the group by, then having, and after that it will select the distinct order by, and then at the end it will select the top, and then it will select the column list or all the columns. While executing, it will not select all the columns. How it will select? First it needs to go through the conditions, right? And then it will put it in the columns, and then it will visualize the columns. So this is the sequence of execution. First it will execute from, then if there are any joins present, it will execute join, then it will execute on condition for the joining, then it will filter data, then it will group by data. If there is any aggregated function, then it will use having, then distinct, then order by, top, and at the end it will select the columns and return it on the output window. Got it? Now while writing, we are selecting column first, but while executing, it will be selected at the end. Okay. Now union and union all, anyone can tell me the difference between union versus union all? Great. So union will take only the unique values, and union all will allow us to insert the duplicate values. Now this union and union all is not only used while inserting data by using select method. That's not only use of there. Even we can use this union and union all while merging two or more than two tables together. Okay. So let's take one example. Suppose I am having these values together. Okay. While inserting the value, select one, I'm inserting, then I'm inserting two, then I'm inserting here two again. Suppose if I'm writing here union only, union will enter only, or union will return only unique data. So now you can see here 2 is repeating, but as I'm using here union, only distinct 2, only unique value is it is selecting. But instead of union, I use union all. If I use here union all, and if I club it together and execute it, you can see I am getting these duplicated values 2 and 2 again. Got it? So when to use union? When we don't want to view the duplicate data, only unique values. And when to use union all? When we want to get the all the values that are present, even if they are duplicated. Okay. Next, suppose I am having two columns. One column, suppose I am having this primary key test. One table I am having primary key test. Now, as I told you earlier, I changed my uh, SSD from the laptop. That's why the table that we created, this primary key test table, we created in the module when we were learning the constraint. Okay. So if you view that table, primary key test and unique test, if suppose I am joining those tables by using this union all, then it will take the duplicated values. If we are using only union, then it will take the unique values. Got it? Yeah. So try to execute it. This table should present in your database. Try to write and understand it, the difference between union and union all. So actually I'm using here three tables. First table I'm using employee table. From the employee table I'm selecting employee ID and employee first name. Then union all. Union all means I'm joining all irrespective of duplicated values. Select star from primary key test. Union all. Select star from unique test. Okay, done. Employee first name from employee. Because in primary key test we are having only two columns. Yeah, a unit test also having two columns. Before merging, you can simply select star from unit test and you can execute. We need to equalize these columns. Suppose if there are two columns, then use the two columns. If there are three columns, then use the three columns. I don't have these columns stored now because I changed my SSD. So
If all the three tables have a number of columns, we cannot.
Try doing this. Instead of using employee ID and employee first name, write star from employee and check it. Do you have this column table stored, primary key test and unit test? Then try this.